Alrighty, hello there, and oh dear, you're very high, aren't you? Let's get you a bit lower. There we go. Hello everybody, and a very welcome here to... is not optimal. My resolution isn't optimal. Fuck off, mate. We're gonna have a lovely... turn you off. Press this and hope nothing goes wrong. It hasn't yet. We're gonna do a full ISO boot here. Because, I mean, why wouldn't I? Let's just... oh, listen to that. Yes, that's good. You should start to show up. Yes, there we go. Look at this. Yes, PS2. The good console from many moons ago. And again, just a reminder that this game is 17 years old. It does that a bit. Yes, we will activate that. No. No, that's not what you were... there we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at all those people. Oh, NASCAR drivers. Now that's the 97 Irwin Industrial Tools car. Which, well, I don't know if I'll be driving that one to be fair. But we will give it a bloody good go once we get in. No. I forgot. No. Load very quickly. Just la-di-da. No music. We don't have music here. No. We don't. Thank you. Yes, I do want to continue like this. And that's good. We want to do just a few easy races here. Race now. We'll do the Nextel Cup because that's a big league. Veteran race length. Yeah, let's do medium, shall we? No, that. No. Yep, that looks good to me. Who will we be? We will close our eyes and we'll be you. I don't know who I am. What track will we go to? We will go to... not that. We'll go to New Hampshire. Yes, why not bring NASCAR to New Hampshire, Connecticut? Yeah, sure. I'm going to say we're going to Connecticut here. And we're going to have a NASCAR. Oh, you're still very high. There we go. Hopefully a bit lower. So the man you're seeing here is Elliott Sadler. He's from Emporia in a vagina. He drives the 38 Ford. Oh.
This flat 1 mile track is a challenge for driver and crew chief. Setup is a high wire act. The goal, make the car turn when it really wants to go straight.
Thank you, commentator. I am a man in a NASCAR, and we're going to do well here, I fear. We're in behind, that is, from memory, Tony Stewart. With Dale, not Dale Earnhardt, but the other Dale that was in NASCAR back then. Driving the UPS number 88 Ford Taurus. Oh dear, we're off here a bit hard. I might need to brake for the corners. I thought NASCAR was just floor it and then make a turn at some point. Turns out that's not the case. Who knows, we'll just get a feel for this and then we'll go into qualifying and the race. Oh, yeah. Oh, mate, that's understeering. We've got massive amounts of understeer in this sucker. So, what can I do about that? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, look at that onboard view. Look at that for an onboard view. Oh, I've gone in hard again. Gone in hard into the fence. That's the stuff right here. What can Brown... that's... I've always... yeah, not... oh, God, in hot. Don't hit the fence. Not in the fence. Good boy. Yeah, I've always sort of felt that was a weird slogan to have. What can Brown do for you? Well, ooh. Oh, I've never felt that Brown could do anything for me. In fact, there are times where Brown, the best thing he could do is just to not exist, to be fair. But, yeah, okay, so we know now we have understeer. This thing understeers like mad, so we need to change the setup, of course. I can put in some wedge. What does that do? That we want to make it loose and tight. That's not helpful. I don't know what that is. Gear ratios, that seems fine. So let's try. Nope. Definitely don't want to be doing that. We want to go practice. Off we go. This is good. Better. Oh, merge a bit early. That's fine. No dramas. No dramas for your mamas. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is good, see? This is good. It's done well. Uh-oh, we're coming in hot again. Nope. Nope, it's understeering again massively into the corner. Do I need to lift before I turn in? That might be the issue here. I might need to lift before. We'll figure it out here. We'll do a couple of laps and then we'll go to qualifying. Let's just lift. Oh no, still massive understeer. Massive understeer. So what's going on with the campers up there on that hill? It just looks like they've all just sort of hit each other. Shallow entry here. That's not going to be good. Oh, somebody's running the high line. Oh, yeah, just missed the fence there. That's better. Apparently we're still on lap 1. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Cross the line. Lap 2. If we can keep it out of the fence this time, I think we're ready for qualifying. As I'm sure the real NASCARs do. Right, like, keep it out of the fence for lap. Yeah, that's fine. Ready for qualifying. How hard can it be? We've got Tony Stewart behind us in the home depot car. Don't remember the brand. I sort of vaguely remember things from this era. Defense, yeah, that was just a gentle nudge. We are ready for qualifying here, I think. Yes, I want to quit. Yes, I want to go do qualifying. I'm a qualifier, me. So, let's see if Brown can give me a pole. That doesn't sound good at all. Let's just merge out here and try and go around. When speed meets speed. Was Speed TV still a thing back then? And were they broadcasting NASCAR? Anyway, we'll go around it. Oh, massive understeer here into the final corner. So let's see if we can snatch pole. Oh, understeered into the fence. Understeered into the fence. Thank you. I'm being told good luck here for qualifying. Let's see what we can do. Oh no, we're off wide here, massively off wide. We're understeering. And yeah, see, we're all the way down here. We're now down at number 40. Which is less than good. Brake, 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 brake. Oh, but we get 2 laps at least. So we can launch it out of the final corner here. And again, I'm going to make my argument. NASCAR tracks like this have 2 corners. There is no other argument here. Oh dear. Come on, through the corner, through the corner, through it, through it, through it. Keep it out of the fence, keep it out of the fence. We're out of the fence. We may be starting dead last, but we didn't get in the fence. Brake, brake, just gentle, just touch the brakes here. I mean, I will admit, playing this with an Xbox controller when it's a PS2 emulator may be causing me some issues, but I will live, damn it, across the line. Yeah, that wasn't great. I'll admit that, that wasn't great. But there's a Taurus, the Ups Taurus. Let's see here what we can do for the race. How many laps are we doing? Should probably check that before we started, but hey ho, off we go. We're doing 36 laps. Oh, we got a teammate. That was the big thing here. We can do the teammate. We can do things with them. Oh, it's Slidey. One Slidey boy. Right down here, we're in behind. Wimmer. It's Wimmer. And who's that? That's Terry Labonte. In the Kellogg's car. Lovely. Sorry, Terry. Sorry, Khan. Who's that? That's Bliss. Oh, mate, you're around me. You're not going to have a blissful time, are you? So we have these 2 modes. We've got that one right there, which is share draft, which is good and makes people like you. Then you've got the Intimidator trademark. Because I'm pretty sure you guys came up with that. Yes. Yes, you did. Definitely came up with a whole trademark of Intimidator. That wasn't like, oh, he just turned in on me there. That's not Robin's racing and NASCAR, we really race here. Oh dear, that's pretty big. We may have a yellow flag now. No safety car. Okay, right, okay, NASCAR. Drastically different back then, eh? Hashtag joke. That I definitely know about. Oh god, now I'm being turned again. Now contact there side by side, that's fine. That's fine, we are doing okay here. What are we up to? We're up to position 33. So gain 10 positions from our qualifying position. Admittedly, yes, at last. We're off wide again. Just gentle nudge there, that's okay. Bit of smoke there from our previous run through. Bit of smoke up there in turn 1 from our previous run through. But we are only about a second off our qualifying lap there, so that's good. Right? Like, if that was F1, that would be very good. And this is basically Formula 1. If you're blind and deaf. But let's see what we can do if we can't close the gap up here to these guys. So, of course, this is 2005 technically, because back then games were a year behind in the naming to the year they came out, or they came out. Basically, in 2005, they released the NASCAR 2006 game, because that made sense, apparently. So this is actually the 2005 season, labelled as 2006, and this was before DLC. I mean, this doesn't even have multiplayer, online multiplayer, that is. So, yeah, that wasn't really a thing. Let's go around that car, because that's Nestle, and they can get in the bin. Oh, we lose, that's loose, right? Oh dear, I put him off there, I put him off again. We're now on a yellow flag. Yeah, I can see how that might trigger a yellow flag, indeed. We may have, yep, that may have been a crash there, yes. That is true. Who did we hit? We hit a Dodge. Yes, we did. Are we pitting under caution? I don't know, are we? Yeah, sure, why not? We'll pit and we'll fix the car and it'll all be good. Do I have to watch this? Apparently I do. I have to watch a car pull into the pit lane. Isn't that just lovely? Am I the only one pitting? I'm the only one pitting. I'm an idiot. I'm a massive idiot. Okay, can I fuel? Let's take out a bit of the old wedge. Because I'm sure that'll be the right thing to do. It looked like it was in the menu. So am I I'll try and talk again. Am I legitimately the last or the only car in the pit lane? Again, I can sound like a NASCAR pit stop. So right there again, as we drop, we fix the car, and then obviously go into that view so we can't see the car being magically fixed. No, I figured that, mate. Cheers for that. Just stunningly good analysis there from my spotter. Is that Jeff Andretti? The now late Jeff Andretti. Oh, I'm going to feel bad when I crash into him in a moment. Sorry about that, Labonte. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Terry. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, we just run here with the late Jeff Andretti was the one that died, wasn't he? Yeah, definitely think he was, you know. So that's good that we're running with him. That's like real good. We'll just chuck in behind here, draft with him. So for this year's game release, I think it was this year. Well, it was, yeah. You had this total team control thing, which is the menu you see. Oh, don't hit Jeff. But you can like tell them to share draft, and you can tell them to block for you, or you can tell them to let you through, or you can swap into them. So if I get, oh dear, nearly wrecked it there. Nearly wrecked it there. So I can swap to him right here. And then I can drive this car, but I don't want to do that, of course. I want to be myself. Okay, we're a bit wide here, actually. Let's see if that wedge reduction... Sorry, Jeff. Sorry, oh, sorry, I bounced back into you there. Oh, dear, oh, dear. We don't have too much control of the motor vehicle. Oh, God, I was about to drill Jeff in the arse there. That's not nice of me. I've got Terry Labonte all over me rear end. Oh, it's loose. It's very loose. That's loose, right? That's what we call oversteer. Down the straightaway. That does seem to be a thing that I remember. Down, like, especially on, like, the 1.5 mile tracks. It tended to be very tricky through the tri-oval, which is what they call turns 3 on those tracks, but we'll get to that in a moment. We're still a bit high here. We're kind of working with it though. Again, we're slightly off the back here, but it's not a big track. That's okay. So we're just go through here. Oh dear, somebody's off. Somebody's definitely had an accident, but it didn't bring out a safety car, so that's certainly a positive step here for us. Oh, it's a bit of a fruity cake here. It might be better off putting on some driving assists. I mean, this was a PS2 game, so I don't think they intended you to drive it without assists on. Whoa, fruity. It's really oversteery on turn in. So we need to keep that in mind later on. Can I... In no way... Well, yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay. Oh dear, that's a bonnet. So are we pitting? I mean, we just pitted the last safety car. So I could go to the front here. I could get the lead. I could definitely get the lead here. No, we're not pitting. We're staying out. Yeah! Yeah! We got the lead, boys. Got the lead. Yeehaw! Halfway point down here now in the NASCAR race. So, will we have the lead after this corner? I'm saying no, given the fact that I'm very wide. Oh, it's Jimmy Johnson taking the lead. We shall just run right up here. And then we just come in here. And then we run wide. And then we just push him wide. And then hit him again by accident. Sorry, Jimmy. Sorry. Oh, that's Tony Stewart there. Oh, dear. That's bad. That's very bad. It's very bad down here. I'm losing control. So we led a lap down here. We've got Matt Kenthus on our outside. And then we got Jeff Burton on our inside. Yes, Jeff Burton. I'll remember this. It's been 15 fucking years. But I remember that. Oh. And is that Ryan Newman behind us? Oh dear. Sorry, Jimmy. Sorry, you had a good run at Texas though. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This isn't good. Who's that? That's Travis Quapple. Which I remember him because he's had a funny name. Travis Quapple. We just run it up here and get it in. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He's done a bad thing there. Trying to go down the inside when clearly that wasn't on. Oh dear, wide down here. Yeah, see again, it's very flat this track, so you don't get a lot of downfalls through the corners. Because you rely on like being pushed into the ground, and when it's flat, you don't get that in these big machines. So we'll just try and get it through here. But we're holding down here in behind Jimmy Johnson. The issue, of course, is we may need to pit again. So I guess we need to just hold out and just wait and see if we get a safety car, basically. I don't know what our... Oh dear, we're in the fence here. Yeah, I know, mate. I do know. But it's also quite hard to do, you know. So we'll just try and go through down here, lap 23. So there's 13 or 12 laps to go. I'm not great with numbers. And I'm sure if we pit now, we'll be able to make it to the end. But we'll also go like a lap down, so that's not great. Again, we're just a bit wide here. Turn me in, please. Thank you. Oh, yeah, we've got... Who's that? I'm just going to say Alex Rossi, because I know he drives a Napa car. Oh, it's Michael Waltrip. And then that bugger hits me again, right? Like, that's Michael Waltrip. Brother of Darrell? I want to say. Oh, who's that? National Guard. That's Greg Biffle. That's also another great name, Greg Biffle. So we just run here with Biffle. He's also driving a Ford. And I feel like the combination of brown and the National Guard works well together, because, you know, the National Guard wants to be wearing brown if they go to war. We had a zero car. Oh dear, oh dear. Junior's hit me. Junior's definitely hit me there. So we've got Mike Bliss in front of us. Oh, we're wide here again. Well, that's our teammate behind us. That's Kevin Harvick. Taking over the good wrench scheme after Dale. After the Dale. We're wide. I mean, again, you don't want to be called Dale and be in motorsport, because there's... Oh dear, who's that? Oh dear. Oh dear, that's no good. We're now in the grass. We're now in the grass. Oh, oh dear, we have a Ford on our outside. Is that Carl Edwards? I want to see who's in that purple car, please. Purple race car. That's Marlin. And that's Junior. I'm doing it for you, Daddy. Oh, we're massively wide here. Massively wide. Here's our teammate. Oh dear, that's Elliot Sadler. Oh dear, we've been put into the fence there by some naughty, naughty boy. Because I don't think there were any women driving in NASCAR back then. Were there? Oh, I can't imagine there was. Yeah, everything's great with the car. That's B-Payne. That's Johnny Nemechek. Driving the Army car, remember that. The 01 Army car. We're wide, and then Kenny Schrader's coming on through. Wait to bring it in this time by. Who's that up there? That's Wimmer. That's a Wimmer wet, a Wimmer wet, a Wimmer wet. Stop. Just sliding a bit. Yeah, we definitely want to take it. Whoa! What are you doing, you absolute madman? Did you say that? You just drilled me harder than the Russians are drilling Mariupol. Fucking hell. Bloody Dutch Charger, innit? Yeah, we definitely want to pit here, and we want to put on some right side tyres to try and cut down on our time stationary. Maybe jump a few of these people. Seems like a good plan. So if we could just bring ourselves into the pit in a moment, please. Gracias. Okay, I'm the only one coming in down here, so we'll just take all tyres. We'll just take a full tank of fuel. And then we are ready to rock and roll until the end. But again, this kind of stuff don't really technically need to be seeing this. This is a lot of what we call dead air. Wow, look at that engine texture. I mean, again, this is just incredible quality, really. 2005, again, 17 years ago, PlayStation 2. Can we go, please? Thank you. Away we are.
We're starting in the back, so be careful and stay out of trouble.
Oh, mate. I feel so sorry for you. There's no way I'm staying out of trouble here. Is that a Himmel? Is that the bloke that ended up paralysed? Among other things. Oh, Jason Leffler! Oh, fucking hell, we're right down here with among the bad end of things in terms of... He died in 2013 around the same time Alan Simonson did. And Sean Edwards. That was a terrible year for motorsport. I think just about everybody suffered a loss there. But we'll just try and get on the good side of Terry Labonte. So we'll run through here. Let's see what we can do. Just share draft with Terry. He'll be happy with me. See, this was a really cool system in the career mode, which I'm not really going to dive into because this control scheme doesn't really work super well with that, to be fair. But I remember it was a really cool feature because you had natural grown rivalries and such if you ended up having like an incident and somebody just didn't get along with, and it would carry on through the series. And it was really cool. I wish racing games did that these days. I can't imagine that carried over after EA lost it, because they lost it, didn't they? And we're going down here, we're going down the inside of Jason Leffler, but yeah, way to get him around him and go out and hit the fence. So we're just hanging down here. Hang on, that's the 08, so we have the 8 and the 08. Not confusing in the slightest, is it? Wow, he's hit me. I mean, I may have stuffed it in on the inside of him there. But we are not finishing last, damn it. We just get back up here with Leffler. Did he die in a short track accident? I think he did. So here we go, across the line to finish 42nd. again, we moved up a position from our qualifying point. So that's a plus. So Casey Mears and Brendan Jefferson doesn't like us. Kenny Wallace doesn't either. Tony Stewart, Michael Waltrip or Casey Kahn. No, let's definitely not have a restart here. Let's go for something else. That was a short track-ish kind of thing. And that's the control layout. I'm obviously on a more modern controller than that. We are saving. That's a thing games used to do. That's the thing I still do, yawning. We can do another race if we can down here. Let's just keep it on a good old medium length. Yeah, let's try and just do rookie because I'm not very good, am I? Close your eyes. That's who I am. Yep. Yeah, we're definitely doing Pocono. Definitely, it's a triangle. It's deadly if it's IndyCar, but maybe it's all right here. We'll give that a bloody good go. That's Kurt Busch. He's from 78. He's quite old now, isn't he? He's from Las Vegas, drives the 97 Ford, and his crew chief is Jimmy Fenning.
EA Sports welcomes you to the
Yes, Mr. Man, thank you. Sterling Mollin, did he have a beer sponsor? Because I noticed Jimmy Johnson in this game doesn't have his actual Bud Light sponsors, and this says Sterling Marlin. So I'm assuming he also had an alcohol sponsor. Because you can't actually sell, I would imagine, a video game in America, and I presume Europe as well, where you have alcohol sponsorship for children, and this is rated PEGI 3+. I've got the actual case right here. This is a game that I own physically, as I do NASCAR Racing 07 or NASCAR 07. Oh, pretty hard hit there, wasn't it? But yeah, I own those. I bought them. This is actually a very lovely thing for me, because I bought this online in 05 and had it delivered by the post, because the post used to do these things on New Year's Eve, and I played it all evening, and it was good. A good time. Down here, it's such a crazy track. Oh, we're going to be in the fence there a bit. IndyCar doesn't race here anymore after the accidents. I mean, there were Justin Wilson in 15, I want to say. He died here. In 18... Yeah, it would be 18. We had... Wickens. Robert Wickens. Yes, that's the one. Get paralysed. He only just returned to racing this year, with hand controls, mind. But I'm back to racing. He is, amazing, really. And then the year after, there was another pretty significant shunt. Then IndyCar decided this wasn't the place for them, which is a shame because it's a really cool track. We'll run down here and just lift off massively, turn in and just... Wow! Yeah, brother. Wow, indeed. What button? That's the camera view. So maybe we can use this terrible, terrible onboard view to see when we turn in here, just to see. That steering wheel isn't turning that much, is it? Is it meant to be turning more than that? Maybe it isn't. I may have turned off the HUD. That's that button. Great, there's a button for turning off the HUD. That's absolutely exactly what I need to have in a game like this. Okay, so tyre pressure. Let's just... Whoa! Okay, tyre pressure, we just control that just as a thing, do we? We're just going to turn that up. And we just do a bit of that. Then suspension. Could Could you stop that for me, please? Thank you. Front. We'll just give ourselves a bit more steery bits. That seems good. That seems to be what we need here. And then we'll go qualifying. Because why bother checking out your settings? You just need to get right back into it. And out the pit lane we go for qualifying at the Pocono Triangle track. So let's see here if the car's a bit more drivable now. It should burn through its tyres, but it might actually be drivable, and that would be nice, I think. Oh, it's definitely twitchy down the straight. We're coming in very hot here. Yeah, just, again, a Darlington stripe, but at Pocono, it's fine. I remember thinking it was really cool that, you know, if you hit the fence, you actually left a scrape mark on it, because I hadn't seen that in any video game before. It's one of those things that are just kind of cool. You know? Those are the details we need. So first qualifying lap here, let's see if our high downforce things are helping out. Obviously we're struggling down the straightaway. Oh no, it hasn't. It really hasn't. We're still massively understeering. I might need to turn in very early here. Now I have actually been, I bought a pack from Humble Bundle which had the NASCAR game in it, and I've been playing that recently, and it's actually quite good fun. But I thought I'd do a stream on this because, you know, it's old and I have history with this. But yeah, one of the NASCAR games, I don't think it's a newest one, they don't put them in. But yeah, that's in there, and it's kind of fun to play. I've done some truck races in it. The first truck race was at Daytona. And yeah, I just, like, at lap 2 when we went across the start-finish line, I was like, this is stupid. Oh, that's a big lick, actually. It can't take too much of it now, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Once we're in the race, it'll be fine. Can we just see here? Settings. Driving controls. I do have limited assists on, so keep in mind, this is with limited assists that I'm understeering like a bastard. So I need to try and sort that out, of course, but there's not a lot we can do here. We're just very high here, and we're in the fence, but we came out okay on the other side. Not of life, just off that corner. And again, just losing so much time here because the car is not turning whatsoever. I also believe, if you're interested in a more sort of realistic game, that NASCAR Racing 2003 season is now abandonware. So that's obviously one to go for. But let's start the race here, the Pocono 500. Here we go indeed. Green flag, green flag, green, green, green. Who's that in front of us? It's Bobby Labonte! So you've got both of the Labontes in this race. That's excellent. We've got Kenny Schrader on our inside. Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. We've really punched him off there. Yeah, definitely on the yellow flag for that one. I'll have to cop that one, won't I? Say, yes, that was me. No, wait, it's NASCAR. Absolutely not my fault. Nope. Oh, so will anybody actually be pitting here? Let's just wait and see. Wait and see. We should be able to see this snake going in to the pit line. It does not appear so, so we shall skip right on ahead. Green flag, green flag, green, green, green. So that's Travis Quapple in front of us. And we got Bobby Labonte in front of him. Yeah, we don't have any straight line speed at all. Look at that, they're just pulling away. And we got our good boy Kenny Schrader on our outside, hitting the fence hard. I know, brother. I do know. Maybe if I use the left and right buttons, directional buttons, that's what they're called. Oh no, that's no good. That's no good at all, actually. Just breathing off here. And here we've got, that doesn't sound like a real NASCAR driver. Oh, so that is above 100, so that can't be a real NASCAR driver, can it? Don't they like cap out at like 100, those numbers? Sorry, Labonte. Didn't mean to do that. That's Wimmer. A Wimmer wet, a Wimmer wet, a Wimmer wet. That's Bliss. Oh, sorry, terribly sorry. That's our friend down here. That's not our friend in this race. He's not my boy now. There we got Greg Biffle on our outside. Who's driving that? Is that? That's Green. But that's Nestle, isn't it? So no, thank you. So see down here we've got the 42. Thank you. So he's going to block all of those in front of me. And okay, yeah, he definitely blocked. We now got a yellow flag. We've got a massive wreck, as they say. Massive wreck. I may have caused that by telling my driver to block a bit. So you've got the Kellogg's Frosty's car there. So it's not the one that doesn't want us to masturbate. Do I want to pit? Let's wait and see here if everybody else pits in front of me. What are they doing? Coming out here of the final corner. Are they... They're staying out. So no, indeed, we will not be pitting this time, bar. Alright, we're going green. Green. So it's Jeff Andretti in front of us. We want to be nice and... How's he? Oh yeah, we might have hit him, actually, now that you mention it. Yeah, I figured he would. Yeah, and they will like race you depending on how they feel about you. But, you know, I've wrecked myself there, so I didn't need to. So we're trying to hold out here in the draft, try and get on the right side again of Andretti. Because, I mean, why would I ever want to be on the wrong side of anybody in the Andretti family? Like, so, sorry mate, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that at all. Who's that? It's Jeremy Mayfield! Oh dear, he's actually got one of those intro videos, and oh boy, yeah, that's certainly interesting, isn't it? Oh dear, they're all pitting now. So we're about halfway on the fuel tank. We'll try and hold out down here. Yeah, let's be an ally with Jeremy Mayfield, shall we? That seems like that can't go wrong at all. See, I do know a bit of that history there. I've listened to Dinner with Racers, really. So, yep, that I know. Interesting thing that also NASCAR, certainly back then, were mandating a non-WADA as a requirement for their drug testing lab. That kind of, oh, sorry about that, kind of seems dodgy to me. Kind of seems dodgy, you know. Now, see, we've got to think about this, you know. We want to pit at the right time, because if a yellow comes out now, as they say, we're kind of boned. Oh, we're off white here. Oh, it's a fighter car. That's a Boner Pills car, isn't it? That's Mark Martin. Yeah, it is. So we can't advertise alcohol, but we can advertise pharmaceuticals for children. Yep, that sounds like America to me. You can't drink, you can't say naughty words, but do advertise pharmaceuticals for children. Yeah. Let's go through here. You see, with Roush, I mean, I only know them as being a fault team, that's why I mentioned them. Also, I should definitely be working with my teammate, shouldn't I? Oh, we bump drafted there. Did you see that? We off wide that. Boris said! Oh, that's nice. The old, I mean, he would be in a Chevy, wouldn't he? It would definitely been a Chevy. Because he drove the Corvette in sports cars. I would imagine he would have driven... would it be a Camaro in Trans Am? Because Trans Am was huge in the 90s. It's one of those things that I don't really think about Trans Am, even though technically they've had a Danish championship for a few years. Oh, sorry, that was my teammate. I may have wrecked my teammate there. Okay, why is everybody slowing up here? Okay, well, I'll take these bots, thank you, everybody. Yeah, we need to pit this time by. That's Jeffy Gordon. Oh dear, I'm in the Hendrick train here, ain't I? These will come through here. Oh, nearly in the fence there. Nearly in the fence there. Again, NASCAR games I have a long history with those. Because I distinctly remember playing about this time, maybe, or before or after, I'm not sure. I had like this cheap wheel that we bought from Audi, or I bought from Audi, that lost force feedback like 2 minutes into owning it. But I still used it, and I still really had a lot of fun with it, you know. But that was with the NASCAR Racing 04 on my computer. Let's just take out a bit of wedge down here. Drop tyre pressures. So I played NASCAR Racing 4 on my PC because I had it at my local library. I could like borrow games or lend games at the library. Which perhaps sounds a bit weird, but it was really neat because they had PC games, they had PS2 games. Oh, that's nice. Nice catch, brother. But yeah, I used to play that a lot. I remember I used to take away Dale Earnhardt because that game came out, must have been 2001 or 2000, before Earnhardt's crash at Daytona, and before safer barriers as well. So you did not have safer barriers in that game, which was interesting to say the least. But yeah, see, now the problem here is I'm slow and I'm turning in a bit weak down here. So there's one teammate, there's the second teammate. You can see that on the minimap. Now I've got to be mindful of the fact that we turn in here. But yeah, NASCAR games is a pretty big thing that I used to play back in the day. I should also have a copy of NASCAR Sim Racing, the EA game, the first EA NASCAR game I think they made. Once they got the license from Papyrus, and I think that was still using a Papyrus engine. Whoa, we're going wide here. Oh no, you're a Dodge, so I need to work with you. You're Rusty Wallace. Sorry, Rusty. Did not mean to do what I did there. That's Jeff Green, I think, maybe. Didn't Jeff Andretti drive the Cheerios car? I seem to recall Jeff Andretti drove the Cheerios car for some reason. Don't know why, I can remember that, but I think I can. We're off massively wide into the fence again. Who's driving the Valvoline car? That's a fake car, of course, on in front. That's Rusty Wallace. And oh dear, oh dear. Yep, we're just on a mission here, actually. We've been sent out here by the track. That's Riggs. Who's Riggs? Okay, I don't remember Riggs, but Rusty Wallace, I do remember him. Very old man even then, and is he still racing? I don't know. So let's just stay here. That's a fake boy, so we won't be running with him. Just let's hate on all the hashtag fake drivers. So Rusty on the outside. Outside, we got Riggs. Oh, I'm going to hit these guys. Yep. I knew, because guys, don't go on my outside. I can't turn. Have you not realised it yet? I can't turn the fucking car into the corners. Try again. Whoa. I mean, that's sort of a corner, isn't it? That's sort of a corner, and we made it through. Yeehaw! Here on the outside, and then we've got Riggs. Who, again, I'm not entirely sure what name that is. Yes, it's full. Oh, we're fruity. Oh, we're white. Yep, that's a button for that then. Whoa! All right, Jefferson, former President of the United States of America. You all decide you won't go on NASCAR racing now. You ain't no president no more. Which, I mean, in fairness, if you're done being the President of the United States, why not take up NASCAR racing? I mean, I've just had a thought here, which I definitely shouldn't have when I'm driving at like 150 miles an hour around Pocono. But what did America do before they had parties? Because, like, before the Civil War, they couldn't have had the Republican Party. Like, that wasn't a thing. That's just wide here again, but again, we're getting slightly better with it. Whoa, fruity. I've got fruit all over my face. That's Bush. That's K Bush. Isn't there another Bush that also starts with K? That's C Edwards. Carl Edwards. That's Jeff Burton. And that's Boris. Yeah, Boris said is my dude. Just because he drove a Corvette. Yep, sorry about that, Burton. Did not mean to do what I just did there. Oh dear, we lose again. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Carl. Did not mean to do that. Sorry, Reeks. Did not mean to do that. That was unintentional. 5 laps of misery to go. Across the line with 3 wide. 3 wide, Boris said, and Jeff Burton. Sorry, Jeff. Sorry, Jeff. Oh, we're off. Oh, we were off big time. Don't hit that. That might be a problem, you know. Back then was actually more pro... Ooh. Oh, I've read a comment and then, of course, the yellow flag. There was the Whig Party and the Federalists. Oh, that doesn't sound... I don't trust any party calling themselves the Federalists. But yeah, we had a bit of a moment there. We now have to wait and see if we can pit down here. What we can do, so... The Democratic Party was actually more pro-slavery. Well, hasn't times changed, really, for the Democratic Party? Yeah, the Democratic Party. Hasn't times changed for them? They seem to be very much anti-slavery these days. Back in my day, real politicians loved slavery. I've got no idea why he's from Yorkshire, but he bloody well is, when he's talking about, like, American politics. Oh, we're a bit wide here. A bit wide. Whoa, that's fruity. Okay, let's get down here. Let's get with Boner Boy. Oh, I'm being punted off here. Yep, we're going with Boner Boy. Come on. Let's give everybody an erection by winning this race. Oh, dear. That's what happens when you get an erection mid-race. Oh, dear. I've been punted off here. Yellow flag, yellow flag, yellow flag. So we are 15, and that would be the end. Because presumably, like, we can't go green again. Oh dear, yep, Jeff Burton had a moment. Okay, apparently I thought we were on lap 24, but we're not. Green, 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 green. Okay, Boner Boy, here we go. That was... I've been blue-balled by a race. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. Very rude by the video game. So what I think we need to do now, I've done a Ford race, I've done a Dodge race. We now need to do a Chevrolet race. Actually, no, what we need to do is go down a class and race the Busch Series. Because we don't just have to race the NASCAR Nextel Cup down here. Okay, let's not go to the Wheelan. Let's go to... No, I mean, that's definitely a Busch championship, isn't it? Like, that championship is definitely called Busch. Oh, my word! That facial hair is straight out of 2005. So let's see here. Matt Kenseth driving the Waste Management. Michael Jordan Jr. Mark Martin, that's Boner Boy, driving a Ford. Martin Truex Jr. Wearing his cap backwards. I mean, again, peak mid-2000s right here with the way he looks. Erin, isn't that the woman that Ray Evanham ended up getting with? And there was a whole thing with Jeremy Mayfield at that time, and it was all very confusing. I've sort of listened to it, but let's avoid that, shall we? Carl Busch, driving the 5 lows. Clint Boyer. That's fake. That's fake. Randy Richardson. That's like penis, isn't it? Stop doing that. Okay, so they... Is that Ron Jeremy? No, Ron Jordan. That would have been very weird to have had a sexual predator in here. I'm seeing a lot of fake drivers here, so they've obviously not gone all out on the real drivers here, have they? Elliott Sadler, he's a real boy. Jet Thomas, not a real boy. Not a real boy. Tracy Johnson, not a real person. Tyler, no. Dale Earnhardt, yes. So you're a Dodge. Casey Kahn. Jamie McMurray, no. Carl Clayton, that's not. Let's just do Carl Clayton, shall we? And let's go. Let's go, Dager. Let's go, Dager. Let's go, Dager. We're going to Birmingham, as they say. Birmingham. With a hard ham. It's Birmingham and a ham. I don't know what a Birmingham is, but it's right next to a ham. But yeah, Jimmy Johnson here with his crew chief, Chet Knaus. He's from Florida, which is weird. Like, hasn't he won like 1 billion championships? But anyway, we'll go out here. I'm going out on my own on a super speedway. I'm not being sensible here, am I? Because this could be interesting. Let's just... okay, let's not put that on, because the frame rate in that is about 2. Ooh, that's some banking in it. That's definitely got some banking, this Dager. This Dager. I mean, this is... Admittedly, I have gone for not the fastest class at the fastest circuit. I'll concede that to be an issue. And we will just leave it at that. Yep, we can turn this. It'll be fine. We'll just go into qualifying down here. Do we get 2 runs? I should bloody well hope so. Release me into the lane. Well, out onto the track. Thank you. We pull away nicely down here. Now, we are in Alabama. So we're not going to talk about politics. Although this would be 2005. So that's Bush era. George Bush, that is, not Anheuser-Busch. They weren't running the country. But it was more acceptable back then to fly the Confederate flag. And I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that may have happened at races at this track in this vintage. You know, I'm just feeling like that might be a thing. But we'll run in here, see what we can do. I say again, slowest class, or not the slowest, I say not the fastest class, but again, we are doing like nearly 180 miles an hour. So that's obviously, you know, relative, because that's pretty fast on the road. But obviously comparing it with like Texas over the weekend, where the slowest speed on a green flag lap was 217 miles an hour. Slight difference still. Just by the way, what a race that was at Texas. I totally get what these oval Indy races are all about if they're like that all the time, because that was fantastic. Great fun to watch from start to finish. Like just balls to the wall from like the start. Oh dear, I think we're running a bit low here. So yep, definitely want more of that if that's what Indy cars are at ovals. Just again painting the wall, that's alright. And then apparently it was like the big weekend for massive crashes at Sebring, which isn't great. It was the crash on Thursday actually for the Pilot Challenge race, where they like literally demolished part of a concrete wall. which was behind some tyres, which is pretty impressive, I think. It's pretty well done, you can crash that, but they did. And then, of course, we had Jose Maria Lopez doing the Jose Maria Lopez and hitting a slower class car, slightly damaging his front end, then not realising, even though he was like dropping smoke signals like a motherfucker out of his front wheels, that he didn't have any grip, so he went off hard into the fence and rolled it.
Nice run. We got a good spot.
Thank you, we have a good spot. But that was the qualifying run here. I don't know where we are, but we will find out now as we start the race. We're 8th, I just saw that. So green flag, green flag, green, green, green. We are rolling here at Dagen. I shouldn't be like out in the open like this, should I? But I'm also... Oh, yeah, we're moving a bit here. Because he's playing this with the controller. It's not the easiest. Let's just stay down here with the Schimmel. Oh no, we're dropping back here, boys. We're dropping back here. We need to go down here behind bush. And we got somebody right behind us. We're out of the draft here. Ram my butt, man. Come on. I know we're in Alabama and they don't like that kind of stuff, but you need to do it here if we are to catch the leaders. But you know what this is about, right? You know bump drafting is a thing in NASCAR, so ram me up the arse. Come on, I want it up the arse hard. Oh dear. That's not up the arse hard, that's up the side of the track hard. Yeah, I'm good, brother. I'm all good. Yeehaw, we going down here into turn 1. To see maybe we can work with these guys, try and get back up here to the front runners. Oh dear, we had somebody up on the inside. You didn't tell me that. Here we go, we can bump draft. NASCAR, yeah, it's a bump draft. Bump, bump, bumpity bump. No, it's not. We're not actually touching him, I think. Why can't we bump draft? I want a bump draft. That's like what all this is about. It's about the bump draft. I want to bump draft you. Come on. Let's bump draft. Bump, bump, bump. Bump. Ooh. No, but we are closing the gap, though. Look at this. We're gaining on the leaders. We're nearly back up there. Although I'm popping out here. Right there. Yeah, I know. I know. We're right on him here. Just got to mash this throttle down, and we're up here taking the middle line. Middle line, that's no good. But I think, do we have an overlap? Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, yeah, we do. In the fence there a bit. No good. Let's get the side draft going here. Yeah, come on, Bush. Come on, Bush. There we go. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Let's roll with it. Let's roll with it here. Come on, let's get it hooked up together. Okay, now he's up wide down here. He's now bringing it back down. Let's work with Bush. Let's work with Bush down here. Let's bump draft him. Come on, let's do it. Let's touch. Or not. Oh, mate, massive block there from whoever that is. Is that Ryan Newman in the Dodge? It is! He's got the same sponsorship as he did in Cup. That's Himmel. Oh, let's just go down here with Bush. Yeah, you can still be there, brother. You can still be there. I'm down here on the inside. I'm a bit fruity here. Fruity here, coming out here. Now, why don't we have cruise control? Because I'm getting kind of bored holding down the throttle in this. So throttle down, and off we go, and we just turn. Oh dear, that's no good. Oh, we're in the fence here pretty hard. Sorry about that, Bush. Thankfully, we were pretty decent mates there, so he isn't too peeved off about that. Excellent rear view camera, by the way. Just stunning quality. In a sense, it's quite weird to go back to this, because obviously, you know, with nostalgia and that, it's a bit weird. Oh, we're definitely going to have to stop at some point then. If we only can do 10 laps on a tank of fuel, we'll need to stop. Well, we need to stop at the right time because we're still then... I mean, we are technically then able to make it to the end of the race from here, but our tyres are going to be short, aren't they? Oh, but we're running a bit wide here. We're just exploring lines down here, middle line. Oops! There we go. There we go.
Don't worry about that one. Whatever you need, you're clear.
He's not happy with me now. Himmel is not happy. And we're now way off the pace here. Whatever can we do? You standing inside? Whoa, had a second car there. That's no good. Did not expect you to be there, brother.
Don't look out by us. Let's go after him.
Oh yeah, we've got pitters now.
The one-away car. Down low, down low.
Oh, they're in a really good position now if the safety car comes out.
Still hanging on. You guys are working well. Let's try to keep it going. Both sides clear.
That was a bump draft. Come on. That was just a lovely little bump draft in the middle of a corner. That's never caused any problems whatever for anybody. Yeah, see, this is NASCAR just drafting down here. Super Speedway, restrictor plate racing. The most exciting type of racing ever to be seen by anybody, said no one. We may want to pit next time by. Because we know we're about halfway now. We can pit, we can go back out, and we can do a good job.
Halfway there, buddy. Keep doing what you've been doing. We're right where we need to be. Gas tank's getting in. Outside, outside.
We just need to avoid hitting him here. Coming through. Clean pass. That's a... I mean, I'll take it. I don't necessarily agree with it.
Come on now. Careful out there.
But yeah, we're just trying to run here with the Ryan Newman. We'll be bringing it in this time by.
Watch the inside.
Oh dear, that's fruity.
Still alongside you. Drop back to fourth. Clear, all clear. Whatever you need.
So we're in the lane here. Yeah, repair the damage, full fuel tank. Maybe take out a bit of wedge, drop a bit of tyre pressure. And we shall see where we come out. Yeah, but green flag pit stops, not something I expected to be doing.
Sheet metal.
Wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee. And then another wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee. See, again, I do an excellent NASCAR pit stop if anybody ever wants me to do it. I mean, I can sound like one. You're not going to get a lot of work done. But I can make it sound like it's been done on the broadcast. That's like half the effort, isn't it, really? We are in 6th now. And I don't think we're allowed to cross over that line. Oh, okay, maybe we are, because I kind of dipped there. That's Brian Vickers. He's extra crispy. For your pleasure.
The one-away car. Up high, up high.
So that's actually, no, not a teammate. He's just a good friend of ours. So we're running down here. We're down to 11th. But again, pit stops and all that's yet to work itself out, I think. I think we're just a few laps away from everybody being empty, though. So what can we do here? We just hang down here behind Vickers for now. Or not. Just bump you just a bit.
Bye, buddy. 5 laps to go.
5 to go this time by.
Car high, car high.
Oh dear, oh dear, whoops. That's not gone well. Sorry about that, Brian.
Okay, now.
I did not mean to do what I just did. Please accept my apologies. Okay, we kind of like this bloke up here. That's Clark. Fictional boy, no relation to Jim Clark. or Wayne Clark, you might know. Oh, we're in the fence here. That's the gentle rub. And they say rubbing's racing. So we must really be racing today. No, no Vickers. No Vickers. We don't need any preaching here. So Vickers, you can go away. Okay, so this is actually the leading pack that we may have here. No, it's not. The leading pack is slightly further up the road. But we're sort of dancing around down here behind Vickers. But we are catching somebody. He's moving over to block, mate. That's Miller. That's Miller. We have got this other mode called Intimidator. I think it'll force him to like oversteer a bit. And he won't like that. So this is like the good guy mode. And then you can use the other one. And that's a bad guy mode. So we'll try and see what we can do coming in here to the trioval. Let's try and see if we can't get around this car and hit. Yep, we can. We can also go up here and hit the fence, and that's really going to get off the fence, you dick. There we go. Oh, yeah, sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. That's Vickers. Yeah, that's no good. See, that's very bad. That's not what we do in racing. We don't want to be hitting people like that. I mean, it is NASCAR, so we just can because they like that kind of thing. Just come through and around and see what we can do down here. But obviously we've got 2 laps to go. Coming around here to take the line this time by. And we're sitting 10th. And everybody would have pitted down here now. So we should be able to make it a run here towards the end. What else can we do? Not a lot really, can we? We're just going to have to try and make this work. And oh, we're actually closing here. And we are towards the end of the race. And in NASCAR mode, I do believe that is everything out the window. You can just sort of do what you want because you're racing for the win. Yeah, split in the middle. Yeah, it's looking real good, brother. We're up to 6th. We're right up to 6th right here. I got Ryan Newman in front of me. He's coming down the inside here. Bush. Is that Bush? That is Bush. Now, I shouldn't actually be helping him because he's in a Dodge and I'm not. And apparently that matters a lot. Oh, but he's trying to turn me here. Oh dear, we may have hit the fence here a bit. Yeah, there you go, all clear. We may have hit the fence there a little bit. Just a slight issue, but we are up into 4th. And you're not going to get past me. So you're going to have to just suck on this. Because in NASCAR on the last lap, you can just block all you want. You can also turn the car in front. That's why you never want to be leading in a NASCAR race coming into the final lap. Because you can just be bumped and you can just be turned. And then, you know, obviously you don't win. We'll just come down here and we'll grab a 4th in this race and I'll be happy as Larry. Shoot guns in the air. Pow, 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 pow. Across the line we go. That went very well. So the track that doesn't really require any skill, I did quite well at. I'm just going to ignore that and say I'm very good. We had Erin Crocker behind us. That's good for her. So that went okay. Now we can go to the other end of the spectrum here and do just a short race to wrap this all up with at the shortest track. Oh, hang on, I'm having cramp. Oh boy. Oh, that I'm not going to do that with my leg again. So let's just go in here and let's just do the cup down here. Just do a short race. And you. And then who are we? Okay, let's see who's actually in this game. We've got Mike Bliss. He does look like he's blissful. Kenny Wallace. I beg your pardon. So we've got the 0, we've got the 00. We've got Joe Nemechek in the 01. And we've got Martin Truex Jr. in the 1, Rusty Wallace in the 2, Carl Busch. Mark Martin, you're the boner boy, isn't it? Oh, it just says Pfizer. Red Salute. Is that a product for women? Okay, that really looks like it's a Valvoline car. Then we've got Dale Earnhardt Jr. Apparently an alternative one. Yeah, they definitely tried to avoid the whole Budweiser thing. And Shani Schimmel. We got Casey Kahane. We shouldn't have unlocked any of those. Scott Ricks, Jason Leffler, Ryan Newman, John Andretti, Michael Waltrip, Greg Biffle, Matt Kenseth, Bobby Labonte, Jeremy Mayfield, or as he's derogatorily called, Jeremy Methfield. Tony Stewart, Ricky Rudd, Scott Wimmer, Jeff Gordon, Brian Wickers, Kevin Harvick, Jeff Burton, Boris said, Elliot Sadler, Sterling Marlin. That's the image you went for? That's not the most intelligent image I've seen of anybody. Jamie McMurray, Jeff Green, Terry Labonte, Kyle Petty, Jimmy Johnson, Ken Schrader, Jimmy Spencer. I mean, he just looks like he's happy to be there. Look at that smiley little face. Travis Quapple, Dale Jarrett, Kurt Busch, Carl Edwards down here. So who are we going to be? Close my eyes. That's the person we are. And then we are going to Bristol. And we're going to do it in the night time for the Shelby 500. And again, some information here on Jimmy Johnson, who's also done the Baja 1000, I think. And I believe Chad Knaus now works on the IMSA car, the 48 IMSA car at times. So still involved in motor racing. Jimmy Johnson still also does like in... Yes, man. You're happy to tell me that. Am I Jeff Andretti? I think I'm Jeff Andretti. That's no good. Anyway, we did some burnouts there, didn't we? At the permanent ink marker. So this is just it doesn't matter. Cross the line. This is a real bull ring of a circuit. If you suffer from what's that thing called when you spin around and you get all dizzy? If you suffer from that, this track isn't for you because you're always turning. Across the line we go. In what time is that? That's for 21st and the Ford Taurus. This was the last year of the Ford Taurus. I know this because in 07 they've got a Ford Fusion on the cover. Oh, we're in behind Labonte, aren't we? Whoa, okay. No, we're not. We're in behind the wall there, it seems. Yep, Bobby Labonte. Whoa, I mean, mate. Yeah, I turned that sucker. Whoa, we're stopping. We're stopping. No, we definitely don't need to stop here. It's all good. Green. Oh dear. Yep, see, we've gone down a bit low there. And then we've gone into the wall a bit there. I got on the throttle a bit early there. Oh dear, now there's been an incident behind me that I may have been involved in. What? So pitching that guy behind me into like a 90-degree spin may have made everything clear behind me. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Number 151 is throwing a block on you. Go outside.
But it, whoops, sorry, hit the bush.
The 151 car is passing high. Clear.
Stay down here.
Alright, interval between you and the leader is 4.5. No outside.
See, this is actually, this is why, you know, you kind of tend to respect NASCAR drivers, because there's a lot happening right here, and I've just done what I just did there, and I didn't mean to do that, and I'm awfully sorry. Awfully sorry about that one. I am not really in control of my motor vehicle here, so please do accept my most sincere apologies for what I do to you. Yeah, we just gently rub there with Tony Stewart. And Greg Biffle. I should technically be working more with Biffle. Again, forward bloke. Sorry. Again, I'm not really in control of my car. Sorry about that. Was that Travis Quapple? Yeah, but like half a lap around this joint, innit? I don't need to be careful. I'll be careful with your mum. Oh dear, that was my fault, that one. I do admit. Awfully sorry. I don't know what I'm hitting more. The other drivers or the wall. I think it's about 50-50 at this point. Jeff Burton, haven't hit him yet in this race. That's yet to come for you, my friend. Just trying to hold on down here. It is kind of crazy, this. Sorry about that, Kenny Wallace. You seem like a lovely man. Sorry about that, Kenny Schrader. No, Kenny Wallace. Yes, I do figure that we need to give him a bit of space now, because I have hit him about 9 billion times. A bit high here. We were not 3 wide. Stop moaning. Oh dear, that's not good. Sorry, Kenny Wallace. Let's try and see if we can't get friends with him again now by just drafting with him a bit. Or not. Oh dear, sorry, I did hit him again there. Awfully sorry, mate. Jeff Burton and I are pretty decent though. Ooh, I'm not sure about that. I mean, that is how I take every corner if you haven't noticed, mate. Just gonna have to suck it up. Awfully sorry. Did not mean to do what we did there. Now here's the question, do I need to drive through both pit lanes? Don't want to pit just yet. Whoops. Now which pit lane am I in? Let's just try and get our heads down here and see where do we technically pit it in. Way, easy girl. Yeah, it's getting a bit oversteery now. Where am I technically boxed so I don't go into the wrong pit lane? Okay, not that one. I know that now. We're not going in that one. Oh, I fear I've gone down the wrong pit lane here. I have. I definitely have.
Take it easy on the merge. There's some traffic.
Yes, yes. Okay, yep, that's definitely what we want to be doing then.
We'll beat out the den.
Can I? Nope. I very much cannot skip this. This is unskippable. That's great. And drop me, please. Nope, okay. We're still fixing it all up. Didn't really need to fix it up, did I? It's okay, and away we are. We're going to be so far down now. Oh, yep, we are.
Clear, clear. All clear.
And yeah, we're off a bit high here.
A little bump there with the 36 cars.
Yeah, just a little bump there. That's right.
Get more angry, buddy. Clear on the other side.
Just try and get it through here. Sliding a bit on the inside here. Oh, kept it out of the fence. That's what we need to be doing. IndyCar should definitely go here, though, let's be fair. It would be death, and I'm pretty sure most of them would pass out. But, you know, that's got a certain charm to it. So, with this involuntary drive-through that I did,
Watch it, come on.
we need to figure out what we can do. Yep, we passed him here, and that was a clean pass.
All clear.
Oh, but that's going to be in the fence there a bit.
Side, side. Watch
So he got that back. Carl Petty.
all clear. Take care of that car the best you can, buddy.
I am. I really, really am. That's in the fence again. Not in the fence. Oh, in the fence. It's a merry-go-round, this, isn't it?
10 laps left.
So I've always wondered, what is Food City? Because it's a kind of name that doesn't tell you anything about what it is. I mean, presumably it's a city of food.
Good work, buddy. You're pressing a little too hard. Stewart is down low. Still there. Hey, look out. You got both sides. You're all clear.
They're the leaders, aren't they? There they are. They were the people we were battling with before we gave ourselves an accidental drive-through. As Boris said, he doesn't like me. Oh, he really doesn't like me. I might have turned him at one point in this race. It is Bristol, so yeah, that will happen. We'll... Oh, they're in the fence. Yeah. I mean, you kind of got to drive this with the mentality of being like a Russian soldier. Just hit everything you can. Often anything that doesn't have any actual value to you. Like, for example, that car on my inside doesn't really done me anything, but I'm probably going to take him out anyway. Same with the wall. You know, wall, maternity hospital, it's all the same, innit? Yeah, like a fucking theatre full of people sheltering from your fucking bombs. Fucking scum. Like, at this point, it's just a countdown to whenever they decide to use bloody chemical weapons. The fucking swine. I read that apparently certain human rights group has criticised Ukraine for publishing war prisoners of war, and I'm like, Have you seen what the Russians have been doing? Like, I perhaps will criticise the people bombing shelters, hospitals, schools, just generally targeting civilians before I go after the people that are publishing photos of war prisoners. But that's just me. Yeah, we finished a lap down because I gave myself a drive-through, and that's just what a drive-through is around here. Jeremy Mayfield likes us, which is, well, I'm not sure that's a good thing, but anyway. This has been NASCAR 06 Total Team Control. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thank you so very much for watching. Goodbye for now.